There are a lot of early gaming memories associated with the game Rampage. Taking the form of a gigantic mutant ape, lizard, or wolf, your goal was to wreak havoc by punching buildings and eating citizens all over the United States. In Raw Rampage, the goal is to wreak havoc by punching buildings with a giant lizard, but that's where the similarities end. This dino needs all the help it can get as you whip its giant noodle arm adorned with a boxing glove at city structures, as well as use it to protect him from the fire of the military. The arm is controlled by your finger. Where you move it on the screen, so does Dino. To the extent of its reach, of course. The levels are short, and along with destroying buildings in order to continue rampaging along, each level ends with a punching machine that will give you a bonus multiplier to your score, and is not to be confused with the bonus you get by collecting all the letters in the word bonus, which will transport you to the Raw Rampage version of Breakout. The arm was described as a noodle for a reason. This force of destruction is uncharacteristically limp, and needs a huge amount of momentum to make even the slightest dent in things. Of course, this floppiness allows you to quickly shield yourself from incoming fire, and where your fist fails, power-ups come in quite handy. Aside from enemies and buildings leaving coins in their wake, there's also the chance of a power-up that will imbue your fist with an element such as fire or ice. Lightning is one of the better ones, as giant bolts will shoot out, leveling all in its wake. Little touches like this and the use of trains or wrecking balls as makeshift nunchucks and maces help to make the gaming experience a lot more enjoyable than you would think it should be. And with an endless mode alongside the levels complete with missions, there's a lot of content to send this lizard through. It does seem to get old rather quick though, and I think this mainly has to do with the lack of impact of the punches. It doesn't feel especially forceful or satisfying to bust through a building, and even the weapons and power-ups only marginally improve this flaw. If you simply want to help a boxing dinosaur on his spree of terror to kill a few minutes, however, this game will certainly help you scratch that itch. This has been Andrew with AppSpy.com. We review, you decide.